Hello everyone. We will start 12th chapter, the Kakatiyas, Emergence of the Regional Kingdoms. In this lesson, we will learn about the rulers who have ruled from 1000 CE to 1350 CE, and this was one of the important period of our Indian history. During this period, the new families throughout the India, they have emerged as new kingdoms, and those families has established their kingdoms over agricultural villages, and they have enabled their herder followers to settle down as agriculturists. Now these ambitious warriors and kings fought against each others. So when they were fighting amongst each others, the Kakatiya kingdom arose in Warangal. This was also the time when first books in Telugu were written. During this period, Telugu was patronized. That is, people practiced Telugu in Warangal region or in the present Telangana region. And during this period, many poetic work in Telugu was written. Like Srimad Andhra Mahabharatam was the first poetic work in Telugu and was composed by Kavitrayamu. So he was the poet who composed first Srimad Andhra Mahabharatam in Telugu. They were trinity of poets. Trinity of poets means three poets were very famous during this era. The first one was Nanaya, second Tikkana, and third one was Era Pragada. These three poets were there during the period of 1000 CE to 1400 CE. During this period, large number of inscriptions are also found on the buildings which they have constructed, like Bayaram 1000 pillar temple. By the name itself, 1000 pillars temple means that temple is having 1000 pillars. Palampet, Kondaparthi. And these inscriptions tells us about the life activities of the kings, queens, chiefs, farmers, herders and traders. Now many books in Telugu were written as well as in Sanskrit also. These books are still very famous. Here you can see the entrance of the Kakatiya kingdom, which is at Warangal. According to inscriptions and literature, the Kakatiya traced their lineage to certain Durjaya. They also adopted Telugu as their favored language of the court. Most of their inscriptions are in Telugu and they called themselves as Andhra Rajas. So this Kakatiya kingdom emerged at Warangal, and they were the first people to patronize Telugu, and they called themselves as Andhra Rajas. They also sought to bring together the three regions in which Telugu was spoken. Present coastal region. Coastal region means present Andhra Pradesh coastal area. Coastal area means land bordering the sea. Telangana region and Rayalaseema region. Now present day coastal Andhra and Rayalaseema, these are in Andhra Pradesh, and Telangana is a separate state. In this manner, Kakatiya kings tried to build a Telugu regional consciousness. So the Andhra Rajas, they have made Telugu regional consciousness, means Telugu speaking region. The early members of the dynasty began their career as warriors and Samantas of Rashtrkutanas and Chalukya kings who were ruling in Karnataka. They held the post of village head called Ratadi, and through their military skills became army chief, Samantas, etc., and gradually gained control over Anamkunda in Telangana. The Kakatiyas emerged as independent rulers after the fall of Western Chalukyas. Now, the rulers of Kakatiya dynasty, they were the Samantas or warriors of Chalukya dynasty. When Chalukya dynasty has come to an end, they declared themselves as the rulers, and the village head was known as Ratadi. He was a good army chief or a Samantha. Samantha is the head of the village. During Rudra Deva rule 1158 to 1195 CE, the capital was shifted to Anamkonda, that is present day Hanamkonda, and Urugulu, that is present day Warangal. Now Rudra Deva, in next session I will explain you completely about this person. She ruled. Actually, her name was Rudrama Devi, but people called him Rudra Deva. She ruled from 1158 CE to 1195 CE. During this period, the capital was shifted to Anamkonda. Anamkonda is old name of Hanamkonda, and Urugulu is old name of Warangal. So previously the capital was Warangal, that is Urugulu, and it was shifted to Hanamkonda, which was known as Anamkonda. The new city was laid out with a plan to accommodate the growing city population and to address the needs of imperial capital. Rudradeva built a big fort, a tank, and a temple called 1,000-Pillar Temple in Anamkonda, that is present day Hanamkonda. This picture is given on page number 111. Please open that, and it is a map of Urugulu Fort, that is Warangal Fort. Now it has an outer fort wall with 4 gates. You can see outer wall, it is having outer wall with 4 gates. This wall protected the agricultural lands and several water tanks within it. So outer wall is protecting agricultural land and several water tanks. In this area there were huts of many artisans like basket weavers. After crossing these, we come to center where there was another moat and a fort wall made of mud. Moat means a small water canal which helps enemies and animals to keep away. So in the center you can see there is a moat and a wall also. Further towards the center was another moat and fort wall made of stone. The city buildings and palaces were within this stone wall. So inside there was a moat with stone wall, whereas outer moat and wall was made up of mud. So 2 walls and 2 moats you can see. And inside the inner moat there were palaces and city buildings of important people. It also had 4 gates towards north, south, east, west. From each gate a main road went to the center of the city where there was a temple of Shiva. This temple too had 4 gates in the 4 directions. The city itself was divided into several quarters or vadas. People of one profession lived in one distinct vada. Now here you can see in the inner circle important buildings and palaces were made. It also had 4 gates in 4 directions. There was a temple of Lord Shiva, and that temple also had 4 gates in 4 directions, and the city was divided into several quarters or vadas, and people of one profession lived in one vada, that is vada is area. As Kakatiya kings became powerful, they were able to persuade many chiefs to accept them as their kings. The Kakatiya protected their Samanta subordinates from other warriors and chiefs. They took also the Samanta with them when they went to conquer other kingdoms. Many of Samanta chiefs attempted to become independent, but the Kakatiya kings sent armies to subdue them. Now Kakatiyas, they became powerful, and they asked the kings around them to accept their superiority, and they protected their Samantas, and whosoever are the Samantas who tried to declare themselves as independent kings, they subdued them by sending their armies. Today we have learnt about emergence of Kakatiyas and how they constructed their forts. For your homework, name the monuments on which inscriptions are inscribed. Second question, who were Andhra Rajas? Third, who was Ratadi? Fourth, describe the construction of a fort. This describe the construction of fort, please write at least 10 points. Don't give short answers. Thank you.